Carlos Nelson with Cascade Media Group, and tonight we're on our political channel, and we have one of the youngest black mayor in the U.S., Mr. Jaylen Smith. He's the mayor of Earle, Arkansas. How you doing tonight, Jaylen?
Doing well, doing well.
Hey, Jaylen, tell our audience a little bit about yourself. And when I say that, could you go back to, I'd ask my guests to go back to kindergarten and tell where you went to school, some of the people that helped mentor you, that you helped grow you into the person that you're in now. And then I want to talk about how you became mayor.
Okay. Well, school I graduated from was our Earl High School here in Earl. And I had mentors, different people that mentored me throughout my life of staying the course by being successful. And those people played a great role within my life. Not only did they played a great role, but the organization I was a part of played an even bigger role with getting me here where I am today. But I'm very grateful for those mentors and that organization, but in particularly for shaping me who I am today.
Talk about what's the name of that organization and exactly what did it actually do? What positives you took that helped you shape who you are?
Well, the organization is called the Student Government Association. Within an organization, as leaders, we was going around get trained to with leadership skills, different skills, how to dress, how to uh, how to basically be in basically learn how to be a greater leader for the better for the people and for other young people. And not only that, we had mentors within that organization that kind of mentored us, basically how to again how to listen, how to talk, how to develop in different leadership skills, different tasks, different situations. And in an organization, it pretty much would make would being advocates for students and in the community. um, it was just amazing because you have, as you advocate, you have different mentors that are there, different people that are there to kind of guide you along the way, which our mentors, which were our advisors. Those was the biggest mentor that pretty much was there for us, guide us to we're going through or we're fighting or advocating for some. Those mentors were there every second, every minute that we were fighting and advocating for people, not only in the community, but in the school, well, not only in the school, but in the community as well.
How large is your city?
Earle is approximately 1,800 people, where it's pretty much a little small town, 30 minutes south of Memphis, Tennessee.
Uh, you've done quite a bit of traveling since you got elected.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about what that experience has been for you as a growing, as you say, mentors, as you getting your feet wet in the political world.
Well, it has been a grazing experience going to different places, looking and networking and getting different resources for the community. It has basically been an amazing experience, traveling to different places to
Talk
find
about
out
to
whatever.
some of the cities that you've been to.
Some of the cities I've been to Burbank, California, Chicago, Illinois, Washington D.C., Kansas City, Missouri, and that's pretty much where I've been out of state
What was
cities.
it like coming to Kansas City?
It was a
How did
good,
the people treat you?
it was a great experience there in Kansas City, and the people just feel like I was at home in Kansas City. It's just like here within Earl.
Uh, do you have what's your platform that you ran on, and what are you accentuating on as you move forward?
My platform I ran on, the platform I developed was public safety infrastructure and economic development. But I ran on those three things, but I broke my campaign down into the Pacifics where I ran on public safety, beautification, abandoned houses, new housing, public transportation, grocery stores, streets, and water and sewer systems. And so the ones I'm proceeding on as of right now is number one is public safety, housing, and a grocery store and flooding because Earl, we have a flooding crisis here within the city. Earl is a flat surface where we get a lot when we get rain. Our city floods a lot. So Those are the pretty main things I'm pretty focusing on right now. But it's really right now I'm focused. The main focus is public safety and flooding that I'm trying to get um, improved and fixed.
Tell me this, in your travels, uh, did you meet some people that might be able to assist you in achieving those goals? Because we
Most
have a
definitely.
lot of economic development here in Kansas City, and I know that you was with Mr. Brooks and a couple of other people. Uh, how did that go?
Doing well. I met a lot of people as far as to help with different things here within the community, which is go from economic development developers, um, council members, the mayor of the city, and different people. But it was a great experience having those conversations and network with those people to see how can they help. Even though they're bigger city, it's not really much help they can do, but knowing the people that can help is the greater good of that conversation.
Yeah. What would you say to young people that are looking at this interview? What would you say to them as it relates to moving forward with their hopes, dreams, and aspirations? Do you think that that is possible in today's society for people of color?
I would say, as far as for young people that want to make a difference, just honestly, just have to step up to the plate and make the difference in your community, regardless of what people tell you or what people see you as. Because hey, it's time for the young people really to step up to the plate and in those roles to make the difference. Because people, that's life. People gonna talk about you whether you're doing something good or bad. They're just people. But it's not more so with me when I ran my campaign, I had a lot of negative comments and negative things, but those negative comments motivated me to prove them wrong in the end. So I just continue to proceed because that just comments. I knew that I was gonna have distractions and challenges along the way, but I didn't stop doing what I was doing to interfere with those people. I just proved them wrong.
Uh, how do you feel about block voting and group economics as a solution for some of the ills that uh, affect communities of color, not just around the country?
With block voting,
And
kind of go into more
economics.
on go kind of more what you mean by the block voting.
All right. Most of the things that have people of color and people in general uh, handcuffed is the law. And
Hmm.
who makes the law, uh, you dance to that tune. Uh, People of color should be block voting, like voting as a block, so that they can have a real seat at the table. Because on any issue, from my perspective, the major parties they duke it out, and if you have a block vote, you determine the outcome on every issue. Group economics, there are corporations and there are a lot of people that are in our community that have given service, but they're not giving anything back to the community. You have large corporations delivering milk to large high schools and just in general, and they don't give back to the community. And that's where group economics comes in, that you spend your money with the people that are working on your behalf. And I was asking you, how do you feel about that? Do you think that that is a solution to some of the problems that not just, I don't know specifically about your city, but the cities with people of color? You said you went to Chicago and so forth, because if you can't change the law, no matter how much education uh, you're getting, you're really chasing your tail. You have to be in position to be on your school boards, and you give them the agenda. They don't give the community the agenda. And that's where I'm talking about group politics, basically.
Well, of course, I mean, with group politics, my party is pretty much nonpartisan, but I mean, with as far as politics goes, the way I see politics as, being an elected official, as an elected official, it's not really about once you elected and your term starts, even though you play a part in anything what may be, but as an elected official, it should not be about what party you play. It should be about the politician making a difference so his people can succeed in everything.
I like that. That is my feelings also. That really you should be serving your constituency, but a lot of times because of the times we live in and everything, and decisions are made based on economics instead of scruples and doing the right thing. I try to keep that out there, group economics and block voting, and who is responsible for delivering that to the community. And I leave that to the people that listen to that statement. But is there anything that you would have before we close out that you would like to say to all young people as an encouraging marker, and let our people know how they can stay on track with what you're doing down there in Earle?
Well, I mean, what I would say to the young people, again, put God first in everything you're doing, and secondly, do what your heart desires you to do. I mean, if that's being a public servant, going to the NBA, et cetera, et cetera. Continue to do what your heart desires you to do, because we know that life is about challenges and obstacles and distractions. But we can't let those obstacles and challenges define us as people. We have to continue to face those obstacles and those challenges on the face front. But when those obstacles and challenges occur, it's not more so to hurt us. It's more so to help us for a later time. And I would just say, hey, just continue to, just do what your heart desires you to do, regardless of what people tell you, regardless of what people see you as. Only you can be only you can be the better you. And I mean, you can follow our city website, or not website, but Facebook page, City of Earle, and my Facebook page, Jaylen Smith.
Hey, Mayor.
Yes, sir.
I'm stealing one of my co-host line. He always closes with, "It's a plum pleasing pleasure to have you on the show." And I'm like, watch, cut out with all the niceties, man. But it truly is a pleasure. And I'm just as a person of color, I'm very proud of you and what you've accomplished. And we wish you the best. And as we close with our closing line is, when you invest in your community, you're really just investing in yourself. Good night.
The program is brought to you by the Kansas City Business Association.